looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And throw it right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Ripping through the defense. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, it's pretty good.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now he is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
This time he's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback making adjustments. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Bauman. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's back. Throwing right. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. The throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here we go. On the run, it's Fletcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Johnson wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Bradley.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Edwards. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Oakland. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Kansas State in business in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Puts it out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You know, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this 3rd down really tricky.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points.
He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Johnson. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that's That's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bradley. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield very late in the half. Bringing the heat. Looking for a big gain. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's back. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a...
Touchdown, Cage! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, you create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
With the catch, it's Fletcher. Spins away from the defense. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. He wants to throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Bauman. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
31, Kansas State, 3.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3.
Miami, 31, Kansas State, 3.
So first down will open up the final period. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. To my athlete versus yours, the defense won that battle.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. Tries to get it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
31, Kansas State, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield. It's back. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. Off to the races to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
38, Kansas State, 10.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll give it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we'll certainly see football, and they will certainly need one here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got a man, it's Edwards. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Looking downfield, it's back. Here's a heat. Looking for the score. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Kentucky. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that? He's loose. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending...